Everything on track. So I want to start off by saying hello, and I know this is an unexpected event for today, as I had a little time and I thought I'd come and share that time with each and every one of you. So if you happen to be popping in and seeing me here, no, this was not a scheduled event. This was an unpredictable event. Sometimes unpredictability could be a pleasant surprise, shall we say. So, as I ramble on, let me start off by introducing myself for those of you who are here, and then I'm going to go ahead and share this out as well to let everybody know that I am here. For those of you who are popping in, let me introduce myself. Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne. I am the founder of Holistic Fitness NY. I'm your certified holistic personal trainer, holistic integrated teacher, Reiki master, medical astrologer, master of numerology, card creator, and card reader. And today I chose to title this topic Mars/Identity Crisis. Why did I choose that title? Not sure. But let me take a minute just to share this out. Make sure I can share it out to my groups. Let everybody know that I am here, and hopefully you'll be able to join me as I share the conversation with you. So there we go. All right. Once you are here with me, please do me a favor and say hi. Let me know that you are here. I'd appreciate that. Share this out with your friends as well. I'm just going to holler some folks in, see if anyone is around at this chilly afternoon. And maybe some of you are in a warmer climate, which would be lovely. In any case, I'm going to get this party started, as it is just about 3:32 p.m. Eastern Time. And as I mentioned, the title for today is Mars Identity Crisis. Now, maybe you're not aware of the energy that's actually going on right now, the planetary energy I'm speaking about. Everything that's going on around us collectively, I believe, is a reflection of what's actually going on with our planets. And we speak about Mars, if you're not familiar with the planet Mars and what planet Mars is all about, what it governs, what it represents, and all of that. To start off with, Mars is a fire planet. And being that it is a fire planet, for most time, it's about taking action. It's about lighting the fire within you to do something. It's about your leadership skills. It's about the warrior within you. It's about being able to make really quick decisions without really thinking about it. And Mars is the ruler of Aries. So when we talk about Aries, Aries is about self. Aries is about who you are. Aries is also a fire sign. And Aries represents the I am statement, which is theoretically where the title comes from, the identity crisis. So many have been reporting to me through card readings or just general conversations that they're not really quite sure what's going on in their life right now, where their journey's going, what direction their journey's going in. And that does have a lot to do with the energy of Mars at this moment. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with the fact that Mars is about to go into a retrograde. We're literally hours away from Mars going retrograde. Now, if you are new to that terminology, retrograde just means that the energy of Mars, of any planet when it goes retrograde, slows down and sort of gives us the time to reflect, reboot, recharge, revisit, maybe even release what we need to release. And when we think about rebooting and releasing, Mars is currently, even though it's the rule of Aries, it's currently in Leo. Now, for you Leos out there, you may be feeling a little feisty, frustrated, short-tempered, a short fuse. Again, this is much of what I've been hearing from many of my Leo friends, that they feel like they're snappy and they just really want to give themselves a timeout because obviously they don't want to say or do anything that's going to offend anyone. And that's really the energy of Mars in Leo, nevertheless, when it's in a retrograde. Now, this period of time that we do have Mars sitting in Leo has started back on November 3rd. until until December 6th, which is tomorrow, assuming you're watching this on December 5th, December 6th, Mars will retrograde in Leo. And this will be an opportunity for you to do some reflecting, some reviewing. Now, we speak about Leo energy. Leo is about the change that's taking place. The physical change, the emotional changes, mental changes. There's so much going on around us right now that there's a lot of information to take in. And every single moment of your day, you may have a different idea of something. Mindset. It's also about freedom. Where would you like to have more freedom in your life? Where would you want to have less restriction? Because when we really think about time is literally a restricted aspect because it's time. So we're literally saying, okay, we're going to work in this period of time. We're limiting ourselves in that period of time. So this Leo energy is about more freedom, more of the unpredictability, more of the spontaneousness, more of the ability to just get up and go. We also speak about the creativity that occurs in Leo's energy. Being creative with your self-expression, being creative in regards to the different things you're doing and how you're connecting. And then it's also about being more playful. Now, what you may notice during this retrograde is the playfulness may sort of get put on the back burner. Why? Because again, with this Mars energy of your I am statement, of not quite sure knowing what your I am statement is. You might have known what your I am statement was. However, it's starting to look a little different. In fact, I was having a conversation. I was doing a reading the other day, several readings for that matter. And I would say out of 4 of the 6 readings that I've done in the course of this week, 4 of the women I worked with has posed questions on their identity. Who are they? What are they doing? And what are they supposed to be doing? Now, I can respond to that and reflect to that and react to that and relate to that because, yes, since 2022, and we can even go back to 2020, I have been in that situation as well in regards to who am I? What am I here to do? And what am I leaving behind? Now, for many years in my practice, in the industry that I'm in, I've always known my purpose. And I've always known my I am statement, my identity. Although if you've been following me on a regular basis, especially since 2020, you know that there's a lot has changed behind the scenes for me, which again leads to an identity crisis. Like, who am I really? Who do I serve? What am I here to do? And that's why I can relate to where you may be at right now with this Mars Leo energy. And as it begins its retrograde. Now, before I dive further into this Mars Leo retrograde period and where it's going from there, I do want to bring to your attention when we talk about Mars Leo energy, we talk about Mars energies. We talk about the overall energy that we have going on right now with all of our other planets, because we have a lot of energetic shifts that's about to take place within the next 48 hours from, again, December 5th, which is today, through December 7th. And for that matter, through the end of December through January. There's a lot going on. And I bring this to your attention because when we have this many shifts going on at a very short period of time, this can create a lot of uncertainty in your physical body. With your nervous system, your chakra system, your cellular system, you may be feeling a little out of sorts right now. again, when we talk about Mars and Leo, that's like double fire. And because Mars rules Aries energy, to me, that's like triple fire. That's like there's so much fire going on within you right now, yet this energy is going to slow down. So it's not really about igniting the fire. It's really about, can we just maintain the fire within us? So with that being said, I just want to bring your attention over to, as Mars retrogrades in Leo from December 6th through January 7th. Because on January 7th, Mars is going to backspin into Cancer. So for you Leos in Cancer, this is a very intense time. Very intense time. And we all have Leo and Cancer in our chart. We all have the 4th and 5th house on our chart. So this is energy that we're all going to be feeling, especially for those who do carry their sun, moon, and ascending sign in those two placements. Hello there, Anne. How are you? So in those two placements. So we want to pay attention to this Mars energy that's going on. So when we think about Mars backspinning into Cancer energy as of January 7th, January 6th, 7th, depending on the timing, the Cancer energy is really about your home. Now, if you follow me regularly, you know I speak of the home in 3 sections: your family, your career, and your physical body. And what I really want to zoom in on for right now is the physical body. Why the physical body? As I said earlier, there's so many shifts going on, energetically speaking, with our planets, that our nervous system may be a little overwhelmed right now. You may be noticing that your sleep patterns are a little off. You may be noticing that your eating patterns may be off. You may be noticing that you're slightly more bloated than usual. You may be noticing that you may be a little bit more crankier than usual. Now, if you're experiencing any of what I just said, whether you're experiencing one of it or all of it, please note this plays a big role with the Mars Cancer retrograde that will be taking place. And you may be feeling this because of that Mars Leo energy as well. And I want to throw another component into this conversation. When we speak about Mars and Leo, I want to bring in Pluto in Aquarius. Why do I want to bring in Pluto in Aquarius? Well, because Leo and Aquarius are oppositions of each other, which means Mars and Pluto are in oppositions of each other. When we speak of opposition, that means we're in a tug of war with this energy between our transformation and the warrior within us, or the fire within us. And when we think about Leo, we already know that's fire. And we think about Aquarius, it's air, it's intellect, it's the thought process. And when we think about these two energies being in this tug of war with each other, we want to pay attention to how this tug of war is taking place in our body. What is actually going on in your body? What are you feeling in your body? Now, I have spoken to about a dozen people over the last 2 weeks, from moving out of November to moving into December. And about a dozen people have been experiencing what I like to refer to as a spiritual flu. Now, what's exactly a spiritual flu? A spiritual flu just means that you have symptoms that are showing up and that may look like a flu, whether it be a sore throat, congestion, no throat, no voice rather, stuffy ears, runny nose, runny eyes, maybe some body discomfort. That's a spiritual flu. And a spiritual flu is just a matter of you're going through this spiritual evolution. So when we have these energies crisscrossing with each other or tug of war with each other, the change from Leo and the vision that you hold and the transformation that's coming through with Pluto are bumping heads. Because we are in a time in our lives right now where there is a huge transition taking place with all of us. Every one of us, whether we are conscious of it or not, every one of us are going through some sort of transition in regards to where we are now, where we were yesterday, and where we're going, which is, again, the identity crisis. So now that we spoke on the Pluto Aquarian energy with that tug of war with Mars and Leo, I also want to bring to your attention that as of today, right now, as we speak, on December 5th, we have the moon in Aquarius. The moon in Aquarius. So between Pluto and the moon sitting in Aquarius energy, that's a lot of energy right there in regards to what are you thinking? What are you putting your focus on right now? Are you over analyzing what is actually going on? Are you too much in your head, which may be creating the headaches, the migraines, the tension? And keep in mind, again, because we do have this amplified is the word I'm hearing. Amplified energy with all of our planets right now. That's a lot of energy that could be hitting into the crown chakra. So you may be feeling a little overwhelmed. You may have a little bit of brain fog because there's just so much going on. So now when we think about the moon in Aquarius, the moon is your feelings. How are you expressing? Are you sitting with pen and paper and trying to really get to that understanding of what is your identity? Who am I? What am I here to do? Who am I here to do it with? That's the Aquarian energy, the collaboration, the connections, your tribe. And if you have not already found your tribe, it's really about time you do as we move into 2025. Now, coming back into that Mars Cancer energy, once Mars brings back into Cancer on January 6th, just think about the moon's energy because the moon is the ruler of Cancer. Now, theoretically, right now, that's not our biggest concern, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention. So paying attention to where your moon energy is, what moon sign do you have? Now, I myself really enjoy when the moon is in Aquarius because I have my moon in Aquarius energy in the 7th house. So it is really about my agreements, my contracts that I have with you and everybody else who I connect with, helping me to really feel more connected with the people I am here to serve and help and support and shine light on and also teach. So I do have a really big plate that I am here to use and to offer. So when we think about all this other energy, where Mars being in Leo, Mars the fire sign, Leo the fire sign, we have Pluto in Aquarius. When we think about Pluto energy, Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. Scorpio. So Scorpio is about the transformation. Scorpio is about the other people's agreements, finances for that matter. So this would be a really great time for you to take a look at your natal chart to start paying attention to where you may have these specific planets. What houses are they in for you? Because the house that they sit in is the theme to where things are getting lit up. And I'm going to share with you my Mars placement and my Leo placement. So Mars placement for me is my 10th house. So it is about the work that I'm here to do. My Leo placement's in my 2nd house, which is the agreements and contracts that I do have with you and the work that I'm here to do. and valuing that work. Now, I want to bring your attention over to the energy that's coming through on December 7th, where we will have two shifts happening on December 7th. The first one is Venus will be moving into Aquarius. So with Venus moving into Aquarius, joining Pluto in Aquarius, now by Saturday, the moon will not be in Aquarius. So we're not going to have that connection, or at least I don't think so. Let me just take a double check just to make sure that I'm giving you correct information. I'm going to look very quickly. Actually, misspoke. The moon will still be in Aquarius. So we will have some interaction between the moon in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, and Venus in Aquarius. That's 3 planets that's going to be in Aquarian energy. Your vision that you hold for yourself. It would be a perfect time to really evaluate your identity. Who are you? Who are you? Venus will be in Aquarius right through January. Let me just look at that. Right through January 2nd, and then Venus is going to move into Pisces. So we have a nice cup of time from December 7th to January 2nd, where Venus will be intertwining with Pluto. And I'm going to save that piece of information for a different time, because that's a lot of information to share regarding Venus playing with Pluto and what that's going to mean for you. Again, knowing where these planets are on your chart is going to be so important as we move forward. The next big shift that's happening December 7th is Neptune. Neptune will begin its forward motion December 7th. Neptune, December 7th, at exactly 8:43 p.m. Eastern Time, Neptune has been, or should I say it this way, Neptune is in Pisces in a retrograde. And now it's going to get ready to move forward as of December 7th. And we'll stay there for a little while. We'll stay there until May, if not March. I believe it's March that Neptune would be shifting out of Pisces and into Aries. And I don't have that note in front of me. Maybe I do. Give me a second. Let me just clarify. Maybe I actually do. And I can give you that. As I often like to give the right information, I often hope that my information can be right in front of me at the time that I need it. Not always the case. If anything, I can refer back at a different time. I do have it. I love it. So again, like I said, March 30th will be when Neptune will transit into Aries energy. So as Neptune goes direct on December 7th, in Pisces, we'll stay there until March 30th, 2025, until it transits into Aries energy. Now, what does this mean based on all this other energy we have going on? Neptune, I like to believe, is about your spiritual evolution. And being that it's in Pisces, that's like a double gift. Because Pisces holds the energy of all 12 zodiac signs, for one. And then for two, Pisces is the most intuitive sign there is. So those who do carry Sun, Moon, and Ascending in Pisces like me, you're intuitive, you're empathic, and you probably have a handful of psychic abilities. So with Neptune moving forward in Pisces as of December 2nd, December 7th, and Mars just beginning its retrograde in Leo as of December 6th. The identity, because again, Pisces is about your psychic abilities. Pisces is about your spiritual evolution. Pisces is about the ability to connect. And Mars and Leo, that's that fire, that's that change. So perhaps you've heard me say this multiple times before. You're a spiritual being having a multitude of human experiences. And I do believe that more of you are going to become more aware of how intuitive you really are with this energy of Neptune moving forward and with the energy of Mars stepping back into a retrograde, slowing us down. So we really can get into that space of what role will we play? How are we leading? And who are we leading? And that's the connection, I believe, with Neptune going forward in Pisces and Venus entering Aquarius with Mars in its retrograde in Leo is going to play for us in this energy. So this is some big energy shifts going through our bodies, which is again coming back to our nervous system, our chakra system, paying attention to what is actually going on with your body. As I was saying a little while ago, is being aware. The awareness is key. What is actually going on with your body? What physical symptoms are showing up if you are experiencing physical symptoms? And if you are experiencing physical symptoms, my suggestion would be to take a moment just to pause with them and just gonna grab some water. Whatever your symptoms are, take a moment to pause. I did say take a moment to pause, right? So taking a moment to pause so you can better understand what the message is that your body is trying to tell you. Because again, specifically the throat chakra. And when we speak of the throat chakra, remember, and I have not even spoken about this in the conversation as of yet, and really wasn't planning to, but since I brought up the throat chakra, let me talk about it. I'm gonna pause a minute again. When we speak about the throat chakra, remember that Mercury is currently retrograde. And with Mercury being retrograde, it's about reviewing the energy, reviewing the conversations, reviewing where we are. Now, Mercury will go direct on December 15th. And we'll move into, as I look at my chart a second, just wanting to get a little note going on here. Yes, on December 15th. And then will make its way into as I'm just looking at a quick note here, making its way into Pisces. I think I might have skipped over something somewhere along the line. Maybe not. Let me double check one more time. Okay. Don't see that in my notes at the moment. In any case, so keep in mind that Mercury is retrograde, and once Mercury does go direct on December 15th, communication, technology is a big one. But I really want to focus in on the communication for a second, because again, the communication that you have with your body and how your body is communicating with you is really important to pay attention to. Because again, the spiritual flus that you may be experiencing, the body aches, the stiffness, the uncomfortability, the headaches, the nausea, the sore throat, the coughing, the clogged ears, the ringing in the ears, the shoulder discomforts, the tension in the hands, the tensions in the wrists, tendonitis, arthritis, you name it, there's your spiritual flu. So paying attention that as we are experiencing these shifts, and as Mars begins its retrograde, and Neptune begins its forward motion, and Venus moves into Aquarius, playing with Pluto in Aquarius, this is a really big time in regards to where we are right now. And being able to identify who you are as you are going through all of the crisis, all of the chaos, all the challenges, all of the bumps in the road. So I just thought I wanted to come and share this with you to really pay attention to your nervous system. Pay attention. Now, you might be asking yourself, how do I pay attention to my nervous system? How do I take care of my nervous system? Well, the best way to take care of your nervous system is to make sure you're keeping your body in alignment. Now, how do you keep your body in alignment? A variety of ways. For one, hydration is key. You want to make sure you are keeping yourself hydrated through water, through electrolytes. And I would recommend, if possible, based on the Ayurveda system, is to drink room temperature or warm water, especially for those who may have a little bit of sensitivity in their throat or their thyroid. Warm water or room temperature water is probably the best to help soothe the throat. In addition to hydration, getting the rest your body needs. Now, when I use the word rest, doesn't mean sleep, just means allowing yourself just to be still and shutting off from all things around you. Making sure you're getting the sleep you need. So if you are someone that requires 6 hours of sleep, get your 6 hours. If you are somebody that requires your 8 or 9 hours of sleep, get your 8 or 9 hours of sleep. If you're someone that needs to be in the bed by 7 p.m., get in the bed by 7 p.m. Honor your body as your body is going through all of these planetary shifts that are occurring. In addition, you also have to move your body as well. And I know having a spiritual flu, experiencing symptoms, the last thing you're thinking about is wanting to move your body. However, that is something you need to do because that is going to be the key that's going to help you get this energy to move. So moving your body. Now, my recommendation, and those of you who follow me regularly probably are going to say this with me, I recommend strength training. Strength training, progressive overload for my women in midlife. And that can look like 10 minutes a day, every day. You don't have to do a full blown out routine if in fact you are experiencing a spiritual flu or if you're experiencing symptoms. 10 minutes, move your body, choose 2 exercises to do, 2 different exercises to do every single day for 10 minutes, just to move your body. This way here, that will help to get any of the energies that may feel stagnant or stuck or even blocked to move away. And the best way to make the connection between the spiritual realm and the human realm is by connecting with your physical body. So in addition to, again, hydration, rest, sleep, movement, nutrition. Now, as I said earlier, you may be in a space right now where your taste buds are a little off, where the foods that you usually like to eat, you're not really liking so much, for whatever the reasons are. Listen to your body. Pay attention to what your body is actually asking you for. So if for whatever the reasons are, you're someone that doesn't usually eat meat, and you find that you're craving, I'll use that word, craving meat, it's because your body needs the meat to help ground you and to help you be more supported and get the vitamins from the meat. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to continue to eat meat for the rest of your life. It just means for the time being, your body is asking for that. The same way, and I'll give you an example that I've been experiencing. I'm a big vegetable eater. Most of the time, I will have a full, anywhere from 6 to 8 servings of vegetables at a sitting, at least once a day. Get all my vegetables in at the same time. Literally within the last 3 weeks, that has not been the case. I've been eating my carrots, occasional broccoli, some occasional cauliflower, but not my usual serving of vegetables. And why is that? My body has been craving soup, whether it's lentil soup, chicken noodle soup, barley soup, some sort of soup. Now, again, soup, when we think about it, with all the different spices and herbs that are in soup, it's a grounding food and it's warming my insides. So it's really important to pay attention to the food that your body is calling you to eat. This is not a one size fits all, and it's not a quote unquote diet. It really is about learning how to connect with your body and fuel and feed your body what your body needs at the sensitive time that it is. Because right now, as mentioned, you are going through an identity crisis. So everything is changing about you. And that will include your food and how you fuel and feed your body. So paying attention to that. You may want to keep a journal while you're in this process where you may be noticing some changes with the way you're eating or how often you're eating, or maybe you're not eating as often as you were eating before. And just keeping a journal just to pay attention to the rhythm of your fueling and feeding system, because that's going to play a big role. These are things you want to do so you can become more attuned and aware to who you are. And recognizing if there is a pattern that's going on in regards to why you may not be in your usual routine of food and why you're choosing other foods. The awareness is key. And this is not about tracking calories for quote unquote weight loss. This is really about learning to listen to your body while you're in this sensitive space right now with all this energy going on, and that your nervous system is the most important factor here, because you want to make sure your nervous system stays healthy, that your chakra system stays healthy. And these are the tools that I recommend to helping you stay balanced. So as we spoke about hydration, rest, movement, nutrition, then there's meditation. So the meditation part of it, there's so many different formulas of meditation. You could do your traditional breathing meditation. You could do your left to right nostril meditation. You could do walking meditation. You could do visual meditation. You could just do where you're just sitting and being still meditation. Whatever form of meditation you want to do, I recommend that you do, because it's going to help you bring yourself back down in a sense of grounding yourself, getting connected with nature, which will help you and help your nervous system at the same time. My favorite is chakra balance meditation, where I literally will go through each chakra, helping to realign your energy. And assuming I have time, perhaps maybe I'll do that with you tonight during the session. So we have the chakra balance meditation as well. And then final, but not least, energy work. Energy work, making sure you're moving your energy through what I like to call hands-on Reiki energy healing, where you just rub your hands together. And maybe, you know what, how about we do that? How about we spend this last few minutes? I'm going to pull a card, and whatever color shows from our card is going to be the very thing we're going to work on for today as we do the energy work. So let me get my cards. Let's shuffle. If you're with me, let's follow along. If you're watching this on a replay, feel free to follow along. So this is basically to help us bring our nervous system back into alignment, to get ourselves back into alignment, to help release whatever symptoms that are showing up in our bodies, so we can become more aware. The card for the day. Did I not shuffle my deck? I swore I did. Card for the day is so appropriate. Change. Now, what was the word I said earlier about Leo? Mars and Leo is all about change. Every one of us are experiencing some sort of change, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, or overall spiritual. Change, change, change. You need to change something in order to have a different outcome. The chakra is the throat chakra. Makes sense, I'd say, because again, with Mercury being retrograde, giving us an opportunity to review the way we communicate, and allowing us this opportunity to explore the conversations we are having with ourselves and the conversation our body is having with us. Now, notice I didn't say anything about the conversations we're having with other people, because right now, the main focus right now that I'm focused on is the connection you have with your physical body. Remember, Pluto in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius, those two energies are really about that connection with your physical body. And the overall universal energy with Pluto in Aquarius is transiting Virgo, 6th house placement. So it is about your physical body. It is about your nervous system. It is about your health and wellness. So it's really important, if you are ready to change out of illness and move into wellness, this is the time to do that. The number 5, so appropriate because Leo represents the 5th house energy. 5 in numerology is change. So let's bring our hands together. Rub your hands up and down. Slowly separate your hands. And if you can imagine, or maybe you feel, sense, touch, and feel the energy from one hand to the other. As you do, I'd like you to imagine holding a beautiful blue turquoise crystal ball in your hand. Feel that turquoise energy beaming right at your throat chakra. Now, what we're going to do here, we're going to go into what's called the universal hug. Place your left hand on your heart center. Place your right hand, although you cannot see it on me, place your right hand down into the solar plexus on your belly. Now, if you want to, rather than placing it on your belly, you can place it right on your throat very gently. So we're activating the throat as we activate the heart. You want to close your eyes while you do this, you can do just that. Because at this point in time, what we are doing right now is we're experiencing Reiki energy healing, releasing what we no longer need, allowing the throat to heal, and allowing our heart to be open so we can heal. And we're just going to sit here for about 30 to 60 seconds. And by all means, come back and revisit this exercise and do this exercise daily. And just as we place our hand hovering over our throat, you can take that same hand and hover over your head, your ears, your eyes, your knees, your back, your shoulders, wherever you want. So you go keep it here for another 30 seconds. Perhaps you're feeling this vibration now in the throat as you are working on healing whatever is showing up in the throat. We're going to take an exhale out. We're going to take another breath in. And on this exhale, one last time, let's exhale whatever doesn't serve our physical body. Gently bring both hands down to your lap with your palms faced up in the receiving position. And just be open to whatever it is that's going to come through to help you change whatever you need to change. Allowing yourself this beautiful energy, this beautiful turquoise blue energy to move through and out, clearing what you no longer need. So again, our card for the day is change. The chakra was throat. The number is 5. So when we talk about the affirmation for our throat chakra, that affirmation is, I speak change into existence. I speak change into existence. So because you're speaking change into existence, know that with the title of today, Maude's Identity Crisis, there's a change occurring regarding how you identify. And that identification may not necessarily just be about your career. It could be about becoming a empty nester. It could be all different identifications that you're seeing yourself in a different light. Whatever it is or however it is you see yourself, perhaps that might be changing. And as you see yourself and changes are occurring, and you begin to see yourself in a different light, that's the identity changing as well. So I'm gonna leave you all with a little gift from me, a little something. Whether you're watching this on a live or you're watching this on my YouTube channel, wherever you're watching this from, it is December 5th, 2025. I'm offering you a VIP invitation. A VIP invitation to take advantage of a 15-minute complimentary self-growth discovery session. We will spend time for 15 minutes. We will zoom in on one area of your life. You can focus in on it being astrology, numerology. You can look into holistic fitness. You can do a card read, whatever it is you want to do that you want to spend time with me for 15 minutes during that time. Let's come together. Let's explore. Let's go on a soul journey together so I can help you discover who you are from a soul level. So you can move through this powerful energy that we are in right now with all these different planetary shifts that are occurring as we begin this process of ending a chapter of 2024 and getting ready for 2025. Now, we've all experienced 2024 to be a very powerful year of an 8th vibration, which is about our karmic reset. And with that being said, it doesn't surprise me not at all that I titled today's show Mars/Identity Crisis, because we are all being reset. We are all we are all being reprogrammed. We are reprogramming our own mindset. We are literally letting go of old habits and beliefs and philosophies. And we are moving into this new identity. We are moving into a new vibration. As we move into 2025, we move into a 9 energy year. This is about a review of the last 9 years. So you can really get a better understanding of who you are becoming. What is your new identity? What new titles are you going to be picking up? How are you going to see yourself? And perhaps this could be a perfect time to begin to practice that unconditional love for self. So all that being said, again, I'd like to thank anyone who's here with me tonight during this time. And if you're watching this on a replay, I do ask that you take a moment just to share this out. And if you are watching this from my YouTube channel, if you have not subscribed, please do so. I'd appreciate that. You can go and check out my website and find all additional services that I have. You can also check out my YouTube. Both are the same link, which is Holistic with a W, Fitness NY. If you're looking at the YouTube channel, you'll get to see all of the different services that I do in action. And if you're looking at my website, you get to see all the services that I am offering. And there's something for everyone. So I do look forward to connecting with you and having you a part of my community tribe. Until we meet again next time. Bye-bye for now.